These right here are the new Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro. Yeah, I had roughly 1 month of testing and using them since Soundcore was kind enough to send a pair for this review. And yeah, exactly, it's been nearly 3 years since the Liberty 3 Pro have been released. A pair of earbuds I actually really did not enjoy. So I'm happy to say this, the Liberty 4 Pro, I really like them. It has everything I want in terms of an earbud in 2024 and a couple of things I actually don't care for, but probably others do. It's IPX5 water resistant. It has Bluetooth 5.3, Google Fast Pair, as well as, of course, for a pair in this price category, LDAC. Now let's get into what's really interesting. First, it brings some innovation with it that I haven't seen done this well on any other earbud. 2 distinct drivers, a 10.5mm main driver as well as a 4.6mm dynamic driver. The sound quality is really good, even with the default settings, but more on sound later. It also has, as said before, LDAC, but that is a given nowadays, especially in a pro earbud product. Next, the case is very interesting. While unboxing it for the first time, I was quite surprised with the small display underneath the half-transparent top. It's clearly visible to the naked eye, showing you the battery status as well as the transparency or ANC level. Both of them can be adjusted with the slide and touch bar underneath in 10 different steps. But that's actually not all. Inside the app, there's a functions menu which adds more options to the case if you want to actually. Spatial audio control, atmospheric pressure, a find my device function and a remote camera function. So is the display on the case actually a gimmick? Yes and no at the same time. It's not the be-all end-all of displays in cases, but I'm more often than not in the 4 weeks of actually testing them tapped on the slide bar to check battery status on the earbuds or in which ANC mode I actually was while wearing them. And then actually changing the settings manually. So I actually like the more subtle implementation of the ANC and the battery. Now the case, design-wise, is also very nice. I like especially the blue version they sent me. The top looks good, futuristic and much better than a lot of their competitors. It comes with 40 hours of playtime and 30 hours when used with ANC. It has fast charging, giving you 4 hours of playtime with 5 minutes of charging, which is actually really good. It also has wireless charging and it can be charged to 100% in roughly 2.5 hours, maybe 45 minutes. Let's talk about the earbuds. Stem style, instead of the bean shape they used on the 3 Pro. This could potentially alienate a lot of previous customers. I actually think it's the right choice, especially since they finally added well-working, non-intrusive controls onto the stems. Pinch and swipe works very well. Adjusting the volume or changing ANC modes is, well, as easy as this, holding or, well, swiping. Also, I really like the look and design. The single logo on the metallic blue stems looks really good. The slight bluish shimmer works really nice with the earbud top, and they finally have enough battery runtime to really wear them all day long. 10 hours without ANC and 7.5 hours with ANC on. And of course, I tested this. I got a runtime of 7 hours and 11 minutes with full ANC on level 10 out of them. Really good. Now speaking of the ANC, here's why I really like them this time around. 6 sensors built in, combined with a barometric pressure sensor for long plane or train travels, makes this a fantastic pair of ANC buds. I actually cannot hear the rain falling onto my window while writing this script. I could not hear the audio coming from our PORC speakers downstairs. I couldn't hear cars and street rumblings. Inside the train, it was really quiet. And what I actually really like also, Soundcore refrains from mentioning how much they actually filter out in terms of decibels. So here is an ANC recording I did to show you how much they actually kill the noise around you. I find this really impressive. But this isn't the only thing that actually impressed me. Here's a small mic recording of me talking into them, recording directly into my phone with no post-processing. This is recorded on the streets with a lot of cars, well, whooshing by. Can you hear them? If not, the noise cancelling for calls really works great. And now let's get over all the other features before diving into what's most important. Multipoint works quite well. No problems with switching between multiple different devices, Android, iOS, iOS, Android. Sometimes it was even too good. Switching while scrolling over advertisements prompted them to change devices immediately. So, There are two spatial audio modes, and both do what they are supposed to. They somehow digitally brush over your music, creating a spatial version of it. It works, but it destroys the sound quality in the process, as often. So, sure, if you like to use it, go for it. Next, it's the Hear ID test, which worked fine. I actually got close to what I would actually EQ them when I would do it manually. There are quite a lot of EQs built in already, as well as an 8-band equalizer if you want to play with it. Now, when we're talking about sound, let's really talk about sound. They sound really good. Even without any kind of optimizing to actually what I did with the Hear test. If you like to, it gives you everything you want. Balanced sound? Sure, just use their signature sound profile. More bass? Well, it has plenty of that in the back. Volume? Sure, I used him for a couple of minutes with different songs at 80% volume. It was way too loud for me, but it still sounded good. Very little tearing in the highs. The mid sounds also great. I really like what Soundcore did this time around. But of course, hear for yourself. Here's a recording of the sound quality with different music. Headphones on, of course.
We don't need scars just to know we're human. We can let the world just tell us so. Light ourselves up when we're out of luck. All of the love in me was an illusion until you made my world come loose down. Turn me around when I had enough. And I know now that I'm not safe now without you.
It's been 3 years since Soundcore released the last version of these earbuds, and this time around they made everything better than before. In the 4 weeks of using them, I rarely used any other earbuds here in my studio, even though I have 8 different ones lying next to me right now that need to be reviewed. These right here, really take the cake and run with it. Now I hope that they finally also work longer than most of other Soundcore earbuds, since a lot of them start having small errors within 6 months or a bit longer with the battery, and I saw quite a lot of voices online saying buds by Soundcore die around the 12 to 18 month range. I hope these are better. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Leech and I'm off writing the next scripts. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. There are plenty more of this type of content and, of course, many other things available for you to watch. Have a great day, see you around, and goodbye.